Welcome to the Man at the Tap, a podcast from Tapestry Ministries that provides a daily Bible reading from the Revised Common Lectionary. We at the Tapestry community refer to this reading as our daily manna. That's the spiritual nourishment we need to feed our souls and to support our spirit. I'm Gloria, a fellow traveler on a spiritual journey, and I invite you to join us as we share insights and interpretations from the daily biblical lectionary reading, which enriches our spiritual lives. It's Sunday, February the 2nd, 2025. Where did January 2025 go? The lectionary reading is from the Old Testament book of Jeremiah, which recounts how the Lord came calling at the home of a teenager, Jeremiah, the author of the book that bears his name. He lived during a time of political and religious upheaval in the nation, and his family were non-practicing priests because they spoke out and opposed the kings who ruled Judah at the time. The lectionary reading for today is from Jeremiah chapter 1, verses 4 to 10, and it begins this way. This is what the Lord said to Jeremiah. Before I shaped you in the womb, I knew all about you. Before you saw the light of day, I had holy plans for you. I want you to be a prophet to the nation. That's what I had in mind for you. Wow, what a tall order for a teenager. Jeremiah responded, "Hold it, God. Please take a good look at me. I'm only a boy and I don't know anything." Jeremiah tried to get out of the assignment the Lord was calling him to do because he saw himself as limited and he couldn't see past the horizon of his own self-imposed limitations. He felt inadequate and ill-prepared, and he saw himself as a teenager and an immature one at that. The Lord listened and then responded to him, "Jeremiah, don't say I am only a teenager. First of all, Jeremiah, I am with you. And second of all, I will be the one to give you the words to speak." Jeremiah was being called to be a prophet. That is a person who speaks on behalf of the Lord. For Jeremiah, this was not the kind of job he was seeking or that he welcomed because he knew the message would be difficult. The task overwhelmed him and his heart was filled with fear. However, the Lord promised to be with him and rescue him. Then the Lord reached out his hand and touched Jeremiah's mouth. He empowered Jeremiah to undertake and carry out the assignment to accomplish God's will in the world. Nations would be uprooted and torn down, and kingdoms would be destroyed and demolished. The word of the Lord came at a time of turmoil in his country and the known world. The northern kingdom of Israel had already been exiled, and Jeremiah's home, the southern kingdom, was hanging on by a thread. But God invited Jeremiah to join him in being the voice to help people live through the uprooting, the tearing down, the destruction, and the demolition of nations and kingdoms. What he called Jeremiah to do, though, is to look towards reconstruction and rebuilding. Look at the positive words the Lord filled Jeremiah's mouth with. The words in verse 10, they are the verbs build and plant. The Lord was offering the people the possibility to reconstruct, rebuild, and be restored to live life through God's love and his faithfulness. Here's a word for you as we enter the month of February. No matter what has or is taking place in your life, the Lord offers you the opportunity to rebuild your life through his love, his grace, and his forgiveness for you.